Former Fox News host Pete Hegseth faced tough questions from lawmakers on Tuesday, including from Maine Senator Angus King, who began by asking Hegseth about his shifting views on restricting women from combat roles.
You wrote in your book just last year that, but if we're going to, this is the book War on Warriors, but if we're going to send our boys to fight, and it should be boys, we need to unleash them to win.
The questions then turned to Hegseth's views on the Geneva Convention, which is an international agreement governing rules of warfare. Hegseth has stated publicly that he believes America should not abide by the convention and the restrictions it places on our troops.
Are we going to abide by the Geneva Convention and the prohibitions on torture, or are we not? Is it going to depend on the circumstances?
We fight enemies also, Senator, as our generation understands, that play by no rules. They use civilians as human shields.
Senator King pressed Hegseth on the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, and if Hegseth would continue our country's military support to Ukraine.
I was very disturbed in your opening statement where you talked about the priorities that you have. We will work with our partners and allies to deter aggression in the Indo-Pacific from the Communist Chinese. There's not a single mention in this statement about Ukraine.
We know who the aggressor is. We know who the good guy is. We'd like to see it as advantageous for the Ukrainians as possible, but that war needs to come to an end.
You talk a lot about...
Hegseth will now face a full confirmation vote in the U.S. Senate before he can officially take the role of Secretary of Defense. I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.